Along with an importer whose main mission in life is to find those ingenious devices and bring them to Canada. Have you seen these? They're battery cases that can turn a AAA into a AA into an A, and so on. Well, tonight you're going to find out where this kind of hot-selling gadget comes from. Our video journalist, Tracy Tai, tagged along with a Canadian importer on a trip to Hong Kong, hunting for the next big thing.
Right from the first moment, I clapped eyes on Luc Jalbert and his bottomless box of goodies.
What else we got in that box? Oh, flashlights. We're starting our own line of flashlights. Again, there is a lot of test market to be done, you know what I mean? Like
Three things were evident.
I am mixed up in a lot of different type of products.
First,
very high-end quality.
He's got a lot of stuff on the go.
It's a sneaker roller skate. You want to go a little bit quicker? And then when you get back into a store, restaurant, whatever, you just hold them back and, hi, Mom, I'm home.
Two, he's a little bit hyper. And see? He lives his life and runs his business at turbo speed.
Slow down, Luke.
Luke's state of perpetual commotion comes about because of a new venture he's launched with his business partner, Don Gauguin. Smack in the middle of a Moncton industrial mall, these guys are rushing to import new products from China, trying to get them to market before anyone else.
It sings music. It snows.
Bet you haven't seen this yet.
I show it to a lot of people and say, it's ugly. Push it aside. I'll have a sample at home, I guess, for Christmas. I look for the stuff so I can be first running. There might be 10 people who see the product like I do. It's who runs the fastest to the finish line. When it's time to snow, they can't use the scooter. So now you just take the two wheels off.
Brand new to the import biz.
We're going to learn the industry of toys, and the industry of pots and pans, and the industry of commodities, and you know.
Luke and Don teamed together a couple of years ago.
He was like my angel that came from nowhere because, I mean, I was pretty down and out.
Don stepped in to bail Luke's small lamination business out of bankruptcy. Business began to slow down again last year.
She said, well, you know, lamination is one thing, but we've already got all these customers that we're servicing, so let's look and see if there's anything else we can sell them.
With a ready-made base of customers, they took their first trip to China to find their first big seller. They came back with lots of possibilities.
Electronic garbage can. You just wave your hand in front and it opens.
But the Anysizer battery converter is their first big launch.
A battery converter? Never been seen before. Hopefully that makes us a lot of money, because that's the plan.
50,000 battery converters just arrived.
All I can find in my home, in my drawer, is a C battery.
They spotted this little gadget at a trade show in Hong Kong less than a year ago.
And inside this one here, I got a AAA.
A plastic sleeve turns a battery like a AAA or a AA into a C or even a D cell.
Now I have two converters, a C and a AAA. Bingo. My problem's fixed.
The original product was Day Glow Green. Packaging was terrible. They toned down the colors, fancied up the look, and made it ready for North American sales. Anysizer just shipped to stores across the Maritimes.
We gotta hustle fast for my red flags for the chain stores.
Today's quick mission, plot a TV campaign for Anysizer.
I'm scared. Because the thing is, Walmart is looking at us to see what we're doing on our turf down here. Zellers is waiting to see. They're all on the fence. They all loved it. They all said, wow.
TV spots have to commence soon to take advantage of the Christmas season.
If we can prove to them that the ad does make a difference.
Show retailers there's an appetite for Anysizer.
Do it on TV, and if it don't work, then we'll give up, move on to the next gadget.
Hey, he's not kidding on to the next gadget.
Do you speak English?
First products, barely in stores.
Hello?
And the Far East calls out to him again.
That's typical to deal with the Chinese.
His fourth trip to China in 10 months.
What do you mean, no?
Difference this time?
You have manager, yes?
Venture's along for the ride. Two weeks later, touchdown, Asia. Which roughly translated means land of containers. Nah, I'm kidding, but you get my drift? Seems lately like everything comes from here. We're finally following an entrepreneur right to the source where his stuff is made.
I'll get you too. Here you go.
Or am I?
Dear Mr. Luc Jalbert, recently our consulate informed us Tracy Tai couldn't pass visa because she is a newspaper man.
I'm a newspaper man. No visas for visiting journalists. But Luke's allowed to go, and lucky for me, he's got his own camera.
Hi, Mom.
On the road to Ningbo, China. This is going to have to be a really fast trip. As if this guy would ever slow down anyway. There's a huge trade show in Hong Kong in just a couple of days. Luke has to find his next big thing.
Donnie, this is the factory.
But first, the next shipment of any sizers has to be quality checked.
You gotta jig it.
Luke's eliminating the middleman. Deals direct with the folks at this factory. He doesn't use an agent, so that keeps costs down. And those low costs are what's keeping any sizer production here in China. Weekly wage in this factory, $40. Keeping tabs on such a faraway assembly line is sending Luke's frequent flyer miles into the stratosphere.
Hello.
Hello! Also means he's really getting to know China quite intimately.
Hey, don't do that.
Monday, back in Hong Kong, it's headline news. Spanning 7 halls and multi floors.
Then we're gonna go treasure hunting.
Hundreds of thousands of attendees. A show so big, they call it mega.
We're not gonna miss one booth. We're gonna do the whole trade show, 4,800 booths.
Combining every category or department of every store you've ever been in. Want a clock? Want 30 or 40,000 of them? How about pens?
That's a pen?
You can use it in the dark.
Choice is unlimited,
Cute. You can play at night.
as long as your feet hold out. Got a hankering for naughty pigs? Well, pigs aren't really on Luke's list. He just needs one good gadget.
If we find one hot one, that was worth the whole trip. That's interesting. How much are those?
His main focus is to find a product he calls a wow.
Something that's so innovative that I can wow them, at least. Wow myself and wow the buyer. I mean, you don't expect to walk in a head office with just something simple and they have gazillions of. He's just another guy. But you gotta come in with something that's totally different out of this world. It's a moving clock. It tells time.
Pretty much all the mainland China manufacturers are here,
Farting Mr. Fred.
plus reps from Korea and Taiwan. It's an all-Asia show.
Wow, there's a lot of power in this.
Luke's also looking to make sure his battery converter hasn't been knocked off.
The main thing, I'm gonna look to see if anybody else get my battery at the show. I'll flip. I see someone with my battery.
Even though Luke doesn't know what a wow is until he spies it,
Okay, $2,500 and then I get for my order.
it would appear a wow is not too pricey.
Chicken feet.
Sounds cheap, but this stuff has to be packaged and displayed a little differently in North America, and that adds up.
I'll change the package anyway, so.
Day 1 of the show melds into day 2. What's really worrisome? No wows.
Didn't get my wow. We'll find it. I can feel it.
Luke's not panicking publicly yet. After all, there's a wow wherever you look in Hong Kong.
Come with me, I'm gonna show you something.
Tough to tell where the trade show stops and the city starts.
How much?
Yeah, 15 for you.
How much?
15, 1 5.